Two Republican candidates for governor called for a return to the death penalty in New York following the mass shooting in Buffalo. NTD's Arleen Richards explores what would have to be done to reinstate the death penalty and whether the man charged with the shooting could end up on death row.
For weeks, New York has been experiencing a spate of gun violence that has resulted in the deaths of innocent people. And members of the Republican Party are getting fed up. After the recent mass shooting in Buffalo, U.S. Representative Lee Zeldin, a New York gubernatorial candidate, tweeted that Governor Kathy Hochul should bring back the death penalty. Another GOP candidate for New York Governor Andrew Giuliani tweeted the death penalty should be on the table. Former New York Assistant DA Marc Ruskin said the tweets could be a way to garner political position.
When there's a particularly heinous crime that occurs, a facile response is to call for more stringent penalties or for the death penalty.
What has to be done in order to bring the death penalty back to New York?
What the governor can do is propose legislation which would then be voted upon by the legislature in New York State, and they would have the power to actually enact the legislation.
Robert Blecker, a criminal law professor, said in an email, for New York to reenact a death penalty statute would require a seismic shift in the political landscape. He said under the federal death penalty statute, the racist multiple killer qualifies. But Ruskin says there's a long road between charging someone and sentencing him to death.
If he's found due to mental defect incapable of having formulated the intent necessary for a criminal conviction, that could be a logical defense in a case like this, and may result in a situation where he would certainly not be executed.
New York officials have charged shooter Peyton Gendron with first-degree murder, which could result in a life sentence. Arleen Richards, NTD News, New York.